Hi, I'm Annapolis Mayor Josh Cohen with your weekly video update for Wednesday, October 6, 2010. We are back after a couple-week hiatus, and in this week's update I want to share three announcements, one having to do with transportation, one having to do with the Market House, and one about former President Jimmy Carter. And starting with transportation, the state of the city's bus system is not acceptable right now. So I'm going to start on a bad note of what's not okay. Buses are operating on a modified Sunday schedule this week because we do not have enough buses that are operational to do our full bus system. It stems from a lack of maintenance at its core, but there are other just operational issues which unfortunately have not been addressed and have gone on and gotten worse as time has gone on. And I ultimately take responsibility for that, and I want all the riders to know that it's not acceptable. Not only the fact that the bus system is down, but the lack of communication to the riders is not nearly what the riders deserve. So we are starting out now at a low point for the bus system, but from this point we are going to rebuild. And I'm very pleased that after a long nationwide search, we have tapped an outstanding director of Department of Transportation, a gentleman named Rick Newell, who currently is at the Maryland Transit Administration as a director of operations for the MTA's entire bus fleet. He's been there a year and a half, but he has over 30 years in direct transit experience. Much of it has been over in Ohio, where he started out as a maintenance technician. He's been a coach operator. He served as Director of Quality Control. He really has a full picture of transit, and he can look at our transportation department from a manager's standpoint, understanding what sort of staffing we need, what sort of vehicles we need, what sort of equipment we need, but he also understands it from the inside out, and he can speak transit cold. He's somebody who I'm confident we'll be able to work with our technicians and our drivers and the employees of the transportation department who are really dedicated, but we have not been giving them the tools they need to do the job the best they can. Mr. Newell has met with the City Council's Transportation Committee, chaired by Alderman Ian Pfeiffer, and he's going to be coming before the City Council for confirmation this coming Monday, October 11th, and if confirmed, he's expecting to begin the very next day on Tuesday, October 12th. The next announcement has to do with the Market House, and in some positive news, last week I signed a memorandum of understanding with Laird Jackson, the principal of Gone to Market LLC, which is the firm that ever since the auditions about 6 months ago has been the lead candidate, so to speak, who the city has been in discussions with. What signing of the MOU does is it allows both the city and Gone to Market to have a piece of paper and a written commitment between the two that we are negotiating exclusively with one another. We are now going to more aggressively focus on the details of a long-term lease or operating agreement. And the basic timeline for the next 6 months are that the next 3 months, October, November, and December, are going to be focused on the pre-development work. Permitting, architectural renderings, engineering, the Historic Preservation Commission work, all the stuff that needs to happen before we actually do the work. And then shortly after New Year's, the plan is to close the market and to take about 3 months of doing the physical work, relocating the utilities, fixing the air conditioning, reorienting the interior layout so that the windows are more open for customers, as well as doing the tenant fit-outs, and then we will reopen the market in early April, and thus we hope begin a very positive new chapter in the Market House's history. And the final announcement is former President Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind visited the Habitat for Humanity project of 10 homes along Clay Street and visited with the volunteers. And this was a tremendous boost for the volunteers of Habitat. Some people may know that Habitat has been doing work in our community for almost 3 decades. Since 1982, Habitat has created homes for more than 200 families. That's more than 800 individuals, more than half of which are children. So it was a tremendous boost for the volunteers, and just as importantly, President Carter's visit really shines a spotlight on the work that Habitat has done here in Annapolis and in Anne Arundel County, and the work that they've done to support families throughout our community. So those are the updates for today. Transportation woes, but also a new beginning, taking the next step with the Market House process and the visit by former President Jimmy Carter. As always, you can reach me by calling 410-263-7997. You can send an email to mayor@annapolis.gov, and you can visit my blog, mayorcohen.com, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.